Hello everyone, it's Harless58 signing on for a quick video review. I know I haven't done any videos in a while. I apologize to my subscribers. I've been really busy. But I wanted to take the time out to do a video review for this one particular device that really caught my eye and impressed me, and that is this phone here. This is the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3. This is the 5.5-inch version. I believe they have a 4.7-inch version as well. But this is the 5.5-inch version. Okay, so you see Alcatel One Touch Idol 3. Here it says JBL Harman high quality headset included. Okay, so just first off, we go ahead and say, I know what you're thinking. This is a small brand. The phone probably sucks. Wrong. Completely and utterly wrong. I do not have a problem with recommending this device for beginners if this is their first device ever, or even for pros and veterans in the game, which I consider myself to be. I've run through a lot of different Android phones, and this device still impressed me. So first of all, we'll just run through some basic specs. So this is a 1080p 5.5-inch, I think, IPS LCD display, running the Qualcomm 615 quad-core processor. With clocked at 1 gigahertz and the Cortex A53 with Adreno 405 GPU. Comes with 16 gigabytes of onboard storage, and it offers for expandable memory. So you can see here in the same slot where you have your nano SIM, expandable memory up to 128 gigs. See if it can focus there. Yeah, okay. Also, it does have NFC. Has a 2910 milliamp hour battery, 8 megapixel front facing camera here, dual front facing speakers. Sorry, you have a 13 megapixel rear facing camera, single flash. This is just a card case that I put on here myself. So yeah, here you have your volume rocker on the right hand side, power button on the left hand side. This is your SIM tray that also houses your tray for your expandable storage, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack here, micro USB slot there. Okay, so yeah, so basically, I guess I can go ahead and just show you guys what comes in the box here. It does come with these high quality headset, or this JBL headset. I don't really use these. I use Bluetooth headsets more often than not. And there's your power and stuff and whatnot. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure if I said this already, but this phone does also have NFC, no wireless charging. It doesn't have quick charging. However, I will state that it charges relatively fast. Okay, so the three main areas I want to speak here: screen, battery, and camera. Screen, 1080p screen. I was coming from the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge with the 2K display. Samsung's AMOLED displays are just like top notch in the community. Everybody knows this. But I wasn't really dissatisfied with this 1080p display. It was still a nice display. The only bad thing I would say is that the increments from bright to dim is not really that different. On camera, it's going to appear to be a lot different, but in real life, it really isn't that much. For example, at nighttime, I would turn the brightness all the way down, and my wife would be sleeping, and it would bother her because the brightness is just, it's not really dim. It doesn't really dim. But overall, I was satisfied with the display, and it's at 5.5 inches. I really think is a sweet spot. I have larger hands, and so part of the thing that I disliked about the S6 Edge is the smaller form factor. But I really do like this size. I feel like this is a sweet spot. I think above this is phablet size, but this is perfect, at least for me, in my opinion. So yeah, so the display for me was fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Battery, so it's a 2910 milliamp hour battery powered with a 1080p. Combined with a 1080p display, you would think that battery life would be good, and battery life is amazing. I've been getting at least 3 to 4 hours of screen on time. Let me see. Let me show you guys some screenshots that I took. So yeah, so like here is a screenshot where I was getting at 55%. This is almost 12 hours in. This is past 12 hours in, and you can see I'm at 37%. this shows I was at 18% after basically just leaving the phone off charge overnight. The standby time is amazing, which is really good. And mind you, I want you guys to realize that the numbers that I was getting was with me pushing the phone with location services on. So that's GPS on, Google Fit activity tracking on, Bluetooth on nonstop, Wi-Fi on nonstop, everything on the device on. Nothing dialed back. I wanted to really push the device to the limits, and it really worked amazingly. I would take the phone off charge. For example, you can see here before 5 a.m. and it would last me the entire day. For me and my lifestyle, that's really important because I need my phone to be on and alive, and I can't be connected to a charger. So this is really important. So the fact that it doesn't have a removable battery is not a deal breaker because the battery life is good. I think that that's something that should kind of be combined. If you're going to make the device have a non-removable battery, then it needs to last the entire day. And the entire day is not a work day of, let's say, 6 hours, 7 hours. No, it needs to last at least a minimum of 12 to 13 hours, in my opinion. And so battery life is amazing. That's like the best thing about this device, if I could say anything. Camera so-so. I took some photos here that I can show you. I mean, again, it's going to be on the display and you guys are going to be looking at it through the phone. So it really doesn't do it justice. The actual camera UI, I wasn't really feeling. Let me go ahead and show you guys that now. Felt like everything was slow and sluggish on the actual camera UI. Taking pictures sometimes was fast and was sometimes slow. It just depended on how it was feeling. But the actual results were not horrible. However, again, it's coming from the S6 Edge, and so that just, in my opinion, has the best camera on the market that you can get in a cell phone. So if I guess comparing it to something that was not the S6 Edge, then maybe I would like it a lot more. So this is just a picture that I took of my dog, my mini schnauzer, and then this is a video that I recorded. So it shoots at 1080p, 30 frames per second. I think I like the video. There's nothing wrong with the video quality. It's really good. So overall the camera it's good. It's not great, it's not amazing, but it does get the job done. If you are somebody who's not coming from a really high-end phone, then you will be impressed with it. If you're coming from a really high-end phone, like maybe an iPhone or a Samsung device, then it may be, in the middle. You may not be that impressed with it. Motorola device, I think you'll be impressed with it as well. Okay, so with those, and I didn't even go over some of the software keys. So this is running almost, pretty close to vanilla stock Android. I do have a Nova launch on here too. That's why things appear a little different. One neat trick that this does is that if you flip it upside down, it's still, because the phone is so symmetrical, you can't even tell almost that you did flip it upside down. So you flip it and the phone just keeps going. So that's a nice little touch. It does have tap to wake on the lock screen. Sometimes it can be really good, but then sometimes it can be slightly inconsistent. On the lock screen, it does have this nice little QR code scanner, which I think should be built into every camera app now. Going forward, just makes sense instead of having to download Google Goggles all the time, personally. But yeah, it's running primarily, it's stock Android pretty much. Let me go ahead and let you guys listen to some of the audio through the front-facing camera. I'm sorry, the front-facing speakers. Just to let you listen to something really quick.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Not again. Yeah, I learned the game from William Wesley. You can never check me. Back to back for the niggas that didn't get the message.
So I really do like the front-facing speakers. I think that almost, not saying that these speakers are not good, because I really do think that these speakers are good, but if you put front-facing speakers on a device, it just inherently makes everything sound better. I had the HTC One M8 for a couple of days last week, and I wasn't really that impressed, maybe because everybody said how good it was going to be, so I wasn't that impressed. But I am impressed with these speakers. And that has something to do with they're powered by JBL, so they may have some sort of licensing agreement. And there is a change because you can turn on and off the setting. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and do that and see if you guys can tell the difference. I can tell the difference, but through this, you may not be able to tell. So here under settings, you can see here, activate it through media player. I just turned it off, and I'll play the same song again and see if you guys can tell the difference.
Back to back like I'm on the cover of Lethal Weapon. Back to back like I'm Jordan 96, 97. Whoa, very important and very
As a matter of
pretentious.
fact,
When I look back,
I can turn it on and off.
attention. Yeah, but it's weighing heavy on my conscience. Yeah, and fuck you left the boy no options. I wanna see.
So you may not be able to tell the difference through the phone, but I can tell the difference. And I also can tell the difference when I'm playing things through Bluetooth. The highs get a lot more higher and crisper. The lows are a little bit more deeper, and you have like just a fuller, richer sound because of the reverb that they kind of throw in there. You may like it, you may not like it, but I still, either way, I think that the front-facing speakers are a must on any Android phone moving forward. Okay, so not to make this phone too long. So again, screen, pretty good, not great because it's 1080p, but that just depends on which side of the fence you're on. If you're on the side of the fence where you don't think 2Ks are necessary in this 5.5 inch display, you know, screen size and space, then 1080p will be fine for you. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with this display other than the fact that I've just been spoiled by the AMOLED displays in Samsung devices where you have these really darks, and you know, they just make the colors pop. The colors are not necessarily true to life, but that's just what I may like. So that's where, you know, things will get a little iffy, and it'll depend on what you like. So screen, good, not great, but still pretty good and solid. Battery life, amazing. Best feature of the phone, in my opinion. Apart from the front facing speakers, camera is okay, not amazing, but pretty good and gets the job done. So overall, I recommend, so who should get this device? Not just beginners, everyone. I mean, pretty much. I don't have a problem with recommending this device to anyone who asks me. I know it's a smaller brand, and so that's kind of what made me hesitant as well, you know. I was looking for like a device, you know, in the $250 to $300 range just to see, because there have been so many of these devices sort of coming out in the last couple of months, and so I wanted to try it out. And I was between this and the Asus Zenfone, and then also, hold on one second, sorry, camera's getting a little, it's moving a little bit. Sorry, okay, just pause. Okay, sorry about that. So who should get this phone? Pretty much anyone who's looking for a device and they don't want to break the budget. It's at $250. That's the special that Alcatel is having right now. If you're an Amazon Prime customer, you get free shipping, free 2-day shipping, and then you can pay $3 for 1-day shipping, which is what I did. But yeah, I do not have a problem with recommending this device to anyone. Yes, it's plastic. It doesn't have superb build quality, but I still like it. It's relatively light. It's not heavy. I do like the little chrome trim around the edges. It's I like the screen. I just like the overall feel of the device. So yeah, so reasons to buy it. If you're going to consume lots of media and you want a big screen, then get this. The front-facing the front-facing speakers are amazing, and they're right. I like the display. Battery life, if you're somebody who does not want to be connected to a wall all the time, there's no reason for you not to consider this seriously. It just has great battery life. So yeah, so those are the people who I think should get the device. So yeah, this is Harless58 signing off. I hope I was able to, you know, give you guys a comprehensive review. If you guys have any questions or anything that, you know, I may have not discussed in the video, just leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I just bit MKBHD on that, sorry. I'll see you guys later. Bye.